employee productivity and engagement suffering amid this pandemic. They surveyed 1,200 adults in March. Nearly 40% reporting higher moderate daily stress levels that distract them from their work. Finances listed as number one. Health of loved ones, number two. Personal health, number three. Business strategist Mark Fenner joining me now. Mark, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
All right. How can leaders effectively deal with anxious, distracted, stressed out teams that are working from home?
Well, great question, and that's a challenge that every business leader has. I'm working with my clients. I'm really telling them three things. I'm saying, number one, provide certainty. Keep the eyes forward. Focus on your purpose as an organization. Focus on your long-term vision, and focus on what needs to be done right now. So day to day, hour to hour, minute to minute, keep your team focused on what's in their control. Number two, face the brutal facts. Get the truth out there. I love the conversation you were having as I was coming on, but get factual sources and stay focused on the facts. The media is unfortunately whipping a lot of people into a frenzy, and keep them focused on the facts. And number three, keep your people moving forward. I love this idea of red work, doing the physical work. Don't let them be idle where the mind's in the fear and they get sucked up in the news and everything else. Keep moving forward.
All right, Mark, when we talk about people working from home, I've heard the good, the bad, the ugly, okay? What are the secrets to motivating and managing these stressed out employees who are working from home and they might have kids running around in the background, small kids? They're juggling multiple roles at home. What's the key here?
Well, it's hard, and there's no one size fits all in this situation. There's some people that are set up to work at home, and so they're flourishing, right? They've got an office, they got an area they can get away. And then there's people that have maybe a spouse and two kids, and I've got one client that's got a spouse who's a teacher. He's got two kids that are in school. They got 3 Zoom meetings going on before he even gets on a conference call, and he's getting bumped all the time, and so those are challenging. So as a leader, we've got to be empathetic to the personal situation. Now, the good news here in Texas, a lot of people are getting back into the office, and people that want to come back into the office can, and those that want to stay home can. And so that's helping a lot. But you've got to be empathetic while also coming up with some daily goals. What are we going to get done this day? What can you get done? And a boss has really got to work with their employee to negotiate what's realistic that moves the company forward, moves them forward, while having empathy for their personal situation.
Talking to Mark Fenner right now, business strategist. Mark, you just mentioned you're in Texas. What are your thoughts on what's going on with Shelley Luther? Your Attorney General, Ken Paxton, said she should immediately be released from jail. Locking her up is a misguided abuse of power, especially considering Dallas County released real criminals to protect them from COVID-19. What are people saying in Texas about this?
Well, we love this gal, right? We talk over and over. News. The news cycle, they opened up restaurants last Friday. The headlines Saturday, Sunday, and Monday were all about the fear that people have. We're opening up too early. What are we doing? It's all about protecting health, which of course we want to protect health, but your financial well-being leads right to your mental well-being. And these parents that are stressed out over how they're going to feed their kids need a way to make a living. Nobody's being forced to walk into her salon. Right? She's just trying to provide an opportunity for those who want to work. She's not forcing anybody to work. She's not forcing anybody to come in there. And I think to lock her up for a week is just a travesty. And so I love what Dan Patrick is doing.
Right.
I just love the response.
And that's what I've talked about, balance. We got to worry about health, but we also have to worry about financial health and mental health. And those have been kind of kicked to the curb in all this.
Well, the other side of the story is not being told. This gets back to every headline is number of cases, statistics can be manipulated. But I've got sources I follow that are clearly showing that the curve has been flattened. We clearly have a tremendous amount of capacity in our hospitals. And again, I don't want anybody to get sick, but if you're in a position that you're compromised, stay home.
Right. I agree.
Stay away from people.
I've been saying it for 2 months.
Take personal responsibility.
Yep. All right, Mark. Appreciate it, buddy. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. That's business strategist Mark Fenner.